Another year and the Cleveland Cavaliers have themselves a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. With that being said, we all know that the clear-cut favorites for the top 3 picks are Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, and Evan Mobley. None of these guys truly fit what the Cleveland Cavaliers need, as they are a squad that needs some sort of small forward or power forward going forward. Now, with that being said, it has been reported today that the Cavaliers are now shopping Collin Sexton, as the idea is to get something extremely valuable back for the young 20-point per game scoring guard and draft Jalen Green. Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So it's been like 3 days since the NBA draft lottery, and in those 3 days, each day I've heard a different report when it comes down to the Cleveland Cavaliers and what exactly they are going to be doing this NBA offseason. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about each one of those reports, which scenario is the best for the team, and really like what type of trades, I think and you guys think should go down between now and the start of next NBA season. So before we get going on that, if you guys don't mind dropping a like on this video, 1,000, you know what, man? 2,000 like goal day. I know you guys can do it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 300,000 subscribers. So close to it, guys. But yes, these are the 3 reports that I've heard. The first report, well, I guess technically the last report that was reported today, was that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be trading Collin Sexton. They're looking for trade offers. They're putting him on the market and seeing what exactly type of value he is going to have. The next report is that they are going to trade Jarrett Allen. That's only going to happen if Evan Mobley falls to them in the draft. And the third report, this was actually reported on the draft lottery day, is that they are going to be trading the number 3 overall pick because, who they want or who they need or the positional need really isn't going to be there for them, man. So the question of the day for you guys is, out of these 3 scenarios, which one would you do as the GM of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and what would your trade look like? Remember, the 3 scenarios are trading Sexton, trading Jarrett Allen, or trading the number 3 overall pick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 2 trades for each scenario. You guys let me know which one you guys like the best, and obviously if you have your own based off the question of the day, let me know that in the comment section below. I almost call it the Collin section, man, but that's basically what it is. It's the Collin section, the Collin Sexton section. That's a pretty damn good joke, man. You know what? I'm gonna do some stand-up comedy. I'm out of here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna sit my ass down and talk about some basketball. That's what I do. Okay, so these are 2 trades that I personally like for Collin Sexton. And keep in mind, man, I've seen some piss poor trades out there. People saying like Collin Sexton for Kyle Kuzma, okay? The trades that I'm going to be giving you guys are based off of me knowing that Collin Sexton is a very damn good basketball player. 24 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds per game. Yes, I understand that maybe his teammates think he takes too many shots, but, when the second leading scorer of the Cavaliers last season was Andre Drummond, I'm going to say Collin Sexton and his shot-taking and shot-making abilities very well warranted. So, alrighty, this first trade definitely is going to piss off some people, though. It's going to be a victim of the moment type of trade, but I still think it makes a lot of sense. And that is Collin Sexton and Kevin Love to the Dallas Mavericks for Kristaps Porzingis. And maybe some picks. Maybe you toss in like a Tyrell Terry or whatever that dude's name is. Maybe a Tim Hardaway. I don't really know, man. But I'm going to tell you why I like this trade, okay? For one, you get off of Kevin Love's contract. Kevin Love does not really want to be in Cleveland. And, as far as that goes, I mean, I understand Kristaps Porzingis and his history and stuff, but he's still only, like a 24-year-old power forward, 7-footer that can knock down shots. But also getting picks out of it, too, is nice. But you do that, and this is essentially what your lineup's looking like if you are the Cavaliers. Darius Garland, Jalen Green, I would say probably Isaac Okoro at the 3, but I could see them going out there maybe getting some type of veteran. Kristaps Porzingis at the 4. And Jarrett Allen at the 5. That is a good-ass lineup if you are the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. It's extremely young, too. Like, the sky is the limit, especially if Jalen Green lives up to the hype. Having a young point guard like Darius Garland get in the basketball to Kristaps Porzingis, we get to go to Cleveland and just really be a focus point of the offense again, like he was from the New York Knicks, man. I don't know. I feel like getting rid of Collin, getting rid of Kevin Love in this case in his contract is a addition by subtraction. And obviously Collin Sexton's a great player, but he is due some money, right, man? So I don't know. I just feel like in the long run, it saves some cap space and really allows them to maybe go for some other guys. And then obviously for the Dallas Mavericks, getting Sexton and Kevin Love too. Well, Kevin Love being a veteran player and Collin Sexton being a guard that can play off ball or on ball would work nicely next to Luka Doncic. So I personally liked that. You guys let me know in the comment section below. I can already hear the Cavalier fans yelling at me, man. The next trade I have, I don't know if I like this one as much. I was really actually kind of like struggling finding a good Collin Sexton trade. That's why I wanted to ask you guys in the comment section, the Collin Sexton section below, what type of trades you wanted to see. But the next one I have was Collin Sexton for Will Barton and Bol Bol. Now, I'm kind of on the side that maybe some additional things by the Denver Nuggets need to be attached onto this, but I like Will Barton because he is a forward, wing type of player that can play multiple positions, so that's always, he's a decent scorer too when he's healthy, so that'd be nice for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But also the idea of Bol Bol actually getting like some minutes and being part of the rotation stuff seems kind of intriguing. At that point, you probably are looking to trade away Kevin Love, and I would even go as far as running Bol Bol at the 4 spot alongside Jarrett Allen. Like, that definitely has really solid potential. And then obviously, the Denver Nuggets are getting an offense, defensive type of guard that would be nice next to Jamal Murray. Take some pressure off him next season as he kind of, incorporates himself back into the game of basketball after the horrible injury last season, right? So that one I was like, I can kind of see it, man. It kind of makes sense to me. Once again, you guys let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so let's put Collin Sexton aside, and we're moving on to Jarrett Allen. Now, last I heard, besides them saying they would trade, and like I said, man, Jarrett Allen, it's only if they get Evan Mobley. You do not get rid of Jarrett Allen for the Cavaliers if you don't get Evan Mobley. Like, straight up, you just keep him, right? So it's only based off that, so we're going to keep in mind that that's what they get in the draft, and that's assuming that the Houston Rockets are high in either Jalen Green or Jalen Suggs at that point, right, man? So let's say, okay, you get Evan Mobley on the team. What type of trades do I like for Jarrett Allen? The first trade I like is with the Charlotte Hornets, and this is going to be Jarrett for Gordon Hayward and Zeller. There might need to be a few additional pieces added on here to make it work, but the reason I like this trade a lot is because the Charlotte Hornets obviously need a center, like Cody Zeller, Bismack Biyombo, not the long-term solution, and plus I've already heard like that they might already be looking to trade away Gordon Hayward. But then if you are the Cleveland Cavaliers, not only are you getting a great scoring wing in Gordon, but also you're getting Cody Zeller, who would be a good backup center, man. Like, he has a lot of good starter experience, so having him as a backup to a young Evan Mobley, not really a bad case. And if you really ask me, man, like, that's a team that's competing for the playoffs. Darius, Collin, Gordon, Kevin Love, and Evan Mobley, that's not a bad team. And you can still look to trade away Kevin Love too. Like, nobody's keeping Love on the team in that case, right? But hopefully Kevin Love would buy into that squad and want to really, go for the playoffs and stuff, man. But if not, trade his ass away, right? Next up, I have Jarrett Allen over to the Sacramento Kings in exchange for Marvin Bagley and probably some sort of like protected pick. Obviously, Jarrett Allen's been the better player thus far in the career. Marvin Bagley, while the potential's still there is still also a lot of risk with him. So you got to toss on a draft pick, just kind of make things work out with that. But Marvin Bagley, in my opinion, is more of a power forward, so you put him alongside Evan Mobley, and that's definitely a good look for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And, we don't really know what's going to happen with Rashawn Holmes and the Kings, so there's a lot of rumors that he's probably going to leave the team. But that locks up, De'Aaron Fox with a really good center on their team for probably the rest of his NBA career, so they can keep him around, right? So I liked that trade a lot too, man. And then finally, we have trading away the draft pick. And, man, like, the assumption here is that what the Cleveland Cavaliers really, really need is like a 3 or a 4. That's what they really need. Now, Jalen Green, 6'5", he could probably play the small forward position. It would be completely fine. But when it comes down to it, the absolutely perfect fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers simply is not in that top 3 pick, man. I guess I don't want to, I don't want to quite say that, but like even like Evan Mobley, they don't really need him with having Jarrett Allen on the team, right? So the idea here, the 2 trades I'm going to give you is a way for the Cavaliers not only to get like a really solid player, but also maybe trade down in the draft and get one of those talented forwards. Have that be a Scotty Barnes, or have that be a Jonathan Kuminga, maybe a Franz Wagner, somebody like that. So these are the 2 trades I like. The first one with the Orlando Magic, and this is going to be trading the number 3 pick for Mo Bamba and the number 5 pick. So in this case, the Orlando Magic, they do get a top 3 pick. They get to go for a Jalen Green, have that franchise player on their squad. They still got Wendell Carter at the center position, so they're good to go, man. What the Cavaliers get, they get that number 5 pick. They get a chance to maybe draft a little bit of a better fit. I would probably go with Kuminga in this case, but also getting Mo Bamba next to Jarrett Allen, like that is going to be like a twin tower front court right there. So I love the idea of that. So ideally, you're looking at a squad of Darius, Collin, Kuminga, Mo Bamba, and Jarrett Allen, and that intrigues the hell out of me. So I really like that one. And then Jalen Green, I would have the assumption would go over to the Orlando Magic, right? Or maybe they get Evan Mobley. I don't really know. I mean, it's based off of who Houston takes. It's kind of an X factor right there. And next up is going to be a trade with the Sacramento Kings. Again, because I actually really like some of these trades here. And this is going to be the number 3 pick and Kevin Love. The idea here is to get off Kevin Love's contract in exchange for Marvin Bagley, Harrison Barnes, and the number 9 pick. So in this case, the Sacramento Kings, they do get a top 3 pick to get probably Jalen Green next, or even Evan Mobley next to De'Aaron Fox. They get Kevin Love, good veteran player that's going to help them contend for the playoffs. And then over for the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, once again, you get that potential of Marvin Bagley. You get Harrison Barnes, who is just going to be like the small forward they kind of need on this team, and also makes contracts work with Kevin Love, but also you get that number 9 pick to once again, you know, go for a small forward or somebody like that for the team here. So in this case, you know, that number 3 pick is actually extremely valuable, and plus giving up Kevin Love, but getting out his cap space, once again, additions by subtraction. So you could really argue here, maybe the Sacramento Kings need to toss in somebody else to get this done. I'm completely open to that. A lot of the trades that I provide here on this channel, man, they're definitely open-minded trades, where it's like, okay, like here's like the baseline. Now, what needs to be added or subtracted away to make things happen, right? So that's kind of how I kind of look at it. I don't really go deep into depth of like the, you know, the salary cap and like this, and this. It's like, no, man, like let's have fun with it, right? Let's have a discussion here. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Do you like any of these trades that I provided? Should the Cavaliers just do nothing? Just draft the damn player, build your team, and be good to go with that. I don't think that's a bad route either. But you guys let me know. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.